So I came across a video that talked about a food delivery driver that was shot and killed when they were out doing food delivery. And today I want to talk to you about a couple of things that you can do when you're out there doing food delivery to make sure that you stay as safe as possible when you are out doing food delivery. My name is John McFall, and I want to welcome you to the McFallRI channel, where I teach you how to make money, and I also teach you how to manage the money that you want to make. In today's video, I want to talk to you about this video that I came across that talked about a driver that was out making deliveries and doing food delivery, and when this person got to the delivery and delivered the food afterwards, somebody confronted them and shot and killed them in their car. So I want to talk to you today about how you can make sure that you stay as safe as possible when you're out here doing food delivery. We have heard a lot of stories over the last couple of years about people that are out doing rideshare or food delivery and they run into violent situations. There was recently a mother that got shot in the head when she was taking a guy on I believe it was Uber Drive, picking him up and taking him where he wanted to go, and he pulled a gun on her and he was trying to get her money, so he shot her in the head so he could get into her phone to try to steal her money. There was another guy that was delivering food in his minivan. He had two kids with him. When he was out taking the order from his vehicle and dropping it off to the house, somebody jumped into his van and stole his van with his kids in it. There was another story about a couple of teenagers that tried to take the car of a rideshare guy, and they ended up running over the guy because he was trying to prevent this from happening. We see stories in the news a lot lately. There was a mall just a couple of days ago in Indianapolis where a 20-year-old went and shot people. There was an incident at a 4th of July parade recently where somebody shot people in the parade. There was a school in Texas that recently had a guy that went in and shot a bunch of kids and teachers in a school. Violence seems to be around us everywhere, and we don't really ever know when we're going to be confronted with that violence. But if you take the right steps, if you take the right precautions when you're out here doing food delivery, you can lessen the chance of you having a situation like one of these. I talk to you guys all the time about where to go in your marketplace to find the best orders. I tell you to understand and know in your marketplace where those places are that you can go and get the orders that you need to make the money that you want to make. I also think that you should understand and know your marketplaces so that you know where you shouldn't go when you're out here doing food delivery. I work here in Fort Wayne, and there are some areas in Fort Wayne that I absolutely refuse to go and make food delivery. And this is because I know that there are bad areas and there are places in my marketplace that there's a greater chance of being confronted and getting into a violent situation just because of the neighborhood that it's in. So one thing that you really have to do to make sure that you're safe when you're out there doing food deliveries, you've got to know where those places are that you shouldn't go and those bad areas in your marketplace, so that you don't ever run into a situation in one of those types of places that you get into a violent situation. So really know and understand your marketplace so that you don't get into a situation that could turn bad because it's just a bad area of your city. The second thing I'm going to recommend is when you're out here doing food delivery, especially in the nighttime, especially when it's late at night. Typically, bad things happen more in the evenings than it does during the daytime. This is just the way things are. So when you're out here doing food delivery and you're picking up and delivering orders, before you even open the door of your car and get out of your car to take a delivery to a house or to an apartment, make sure you take in your surroundings and make sure you take a look around and make sure that there's not anything going on in that area that could be bad for you. Before I get out of my car, I always look around, and as I open my door, I listen to see if I hear anything that's going on that might, be bad in my eyes, so that I don't get out of my vehicle into a bad situation. Always when you get to a drop-off, make sure that you take a look around and make sure that there's not anything going on that could be suspicious, that might make you think that, something could happen to you, because if you get out and you're in an unsafe situation, it could be too late by the time you get out of the car. The third thing I'm going to recommend is if you actually get into a situation where you are confronted by somebody, make sure that you do not think that the things that you have and the things that you own and the things in your car and the things in your wallet are worth your life. If you get confronted by somebody and they want to take your car, let them have it. If they want your wallet, let them have it. If they want your phone, let them have it. The best way that you can diffuse a violent situation is to give the people what they want. Everything that we have can be replaced, and you can get back the things that somebody takes from you if you are confronted. So if you are confronted, simply hand over what you have so that you don't get, in a situation where it is going to be negative for you and that you could end up in a violent situation. So make sure that you understand that everything that you have can be replaced, and nothing is worth your life when it comes to the material things that we have. I've taken almost 4,000 deliveries doing food delivery, and there have literally been only 2 times where I have felt really uncomfortable with the situation that I was in. There was one time I went to an apartment complex. As soon as I opened the main door, the apartment doors were inside of a hallway, and when I opened the main door to go into the hallway, it just wafted of a smell of marijuana, and I just knew it wasn't a really good place just based on where it was and based on the condition of the apartment complex. When I went inside, I knocked on the door, and when I got somebody to answer the door, the gentleman that opened the door, he got really shitty with me because the order was later than he expected it, and I simply said, "I'm sorry." I handed him the bag. I turned around and walked away and got out of there as quickly as possible. So I didn't get into a violent situation. The second time was I was actually just had finished dropping off an order, and I came up to a T intersection in the road. I looked both ways and there was no traffic. I made my turn, and as soon as I did, there was a guy on a motorcycle that was literally right on my ass as I was driving down the road, and when he was behind me, he was riding my tail, and when I got to a stop sign, he lifted up his helmet and he was getting shitty with me. He followed me to the next sign, and when I stopped there, he was continuing. So all I did was I dialed 911 on my phone, and I showed him my phone that I dialed 911, and he drove off and took off and got away. Beyond this, I really haven't had any situations that were uncomfortable, but rather than confronting the people that I dealt with in those 2 situations, I did what I had to so I could diffuse the situation and make that situation go away. Understand that violence happens, and people that aren't expecting to be in violent situations can turn into a violent situation that you're involved in. Do whatever you have to make sure that this doesn't happen to you, and if you are confronted by somebody, whether it's in person or whether it's like a vehicle to vehicle, like the motorcycle guy that was behind me, make sure you do whatever you have to diffuse the situation. If you get into a situation that you feel that you can't get out of, don't be afraid to call 911, and don't ever open your door and get out of your vehicle and try to confront somebody, because you don't ever know what they are going to do. You don't ever know if they have have some kind of weapon, and you don't ever know if the outcome could turn into something really bad. I hope that you guys are safe out here, and I hope that you guys keep your eyes open and your ears in tune to what's going around you when you're out here doing food delivery, so that you don't run into a situation where you could get into a violent situation and have something bad happen to you. Want to remind you that down here in my description I have some great tools for you. The one I want to talk to you about today is my metric spreadsheet. If you want to know how well you're doing when you're out here doing food delivery, it starts by keeping track of your metrics. I'm going to throw it up here on the screen real quick so you guys can take a quick look at it. If you look at the left-hand side, you'll see I always put my start time and my end time. This gives me the total time that I've worked. I also put in the miles. If you look to the right, then you'll see for each individual app, I put the dollars that I've made, the time that I worked, along with the number of deliveries. Head to the bottom and you'll see it calculates out what your average dollar per hour, dollar per mile, and your average per order. If you want to get out there and get better at doing food delivery, it starts by keeping track of your numbers. You got to know where you are to see where you can improve. So head down into my description and go grab a free copy of this metric spreadsheet for yourself. I'd also like to ask you to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. Finally, I'd like to say I hope that you are out there getting the money that you and your family deserve. And with that, I want to say thanks.